control and stop the spread of nuclear weaponry, particularly to terrorists? And how would you deal with the problems of Korea and Iran and Pakistan?
Okay, those are extremely large questions. I should say, again, that I am a historian, but I can give you informed speculation on these. I can especially give you informed speculation on the control part. Most efforts of controlling nuclear weapons up through, I would say, the 1970s focus on controlling information, trying to keep the secret bottled up. That actually doesn't work. Way too much information is open, accessible, and can be put together by an informed observer, such that even the Soviets using publicly available information get a very long way towards making a bomb and would have probably managed in not much longer make the bomb without spy information. There's also lots of spies running around stealing information. Information control doesn't work. There's one thing that you need to build both nuclear fission bombs, that is the first kind of bombs, and thermonuclear bombs, and that's access to uranium. That's the only bottleneck in the process. So if you really want to control nuclear weapons, you can't try and do so by bottling up secrets, and you can't do so by sequestering scientists who know something about it, because that knowledge can get out. What you can do is control the uranium, follow it around, and try to keep a lock on it. There are lots of ways one could try to do this. At the moment, uranium mining is also a business, as well as being a tremendously dangerous international activity, and you would have to regulate uranium mining incredibly intensely. This is the idea behind the Acheson-Lilienthal report of 1946, which becomes the Baruch Plan in June of 1946, the first real arms control policy. It doesn't go anywhere at the time for a variety of historical reasons, but if you my suggestion is focus on the uranium. That's the material that needs to be controlled. If there were no uranium, or if the uranium were highly regulated, and we now can determine where it is on the Earth's surface, it's quite common, but we can regulate where it is, and especially access to highly enriched, very rich ores, like those in the Belgian Congo. That would be the mechanism for controlling. As for what happens when, to deal with things later, the most important way of keeping out of the hands of terrorists, I would say, is to secure the former Soviet arsenal. That's the most dangerous concentration, especially in Siberia, of ready-formed nuclear weapons. We don't have to worry very much about a terrorist group building a nuclear bomb of their own. It's incredibly expensive to build a nuclear bomb. It's very, very difficult. It takes a long period of time, and it's hard to do undetected. It is, however, reasonably easy to steal one if you know where to do it. And that means securing those arsenals, such as the former Soviet arsenal that's now all been repatriated to Russia, as far as we know, although it's not fully documented, and the Pakistani arsenal will be the most important parts. But these are the questions of how to deal with North Korea and Iran are beyond my capacity to answer. I would feel very hesitant in this room. But it is, of course, the million-dollar question.